All the sales of oil are now in Iraqi dinars and no longer in American dollars. The National Oil Company of Iraq will now receive the Iraqi dinars, through them, into the banks of Iraq for the GOI to use. No foreign currency. Nobody stealing foreign currency or their currency. Security and stability is because of the control Sudani has. Sources are saying, attempts at the rate change have been made every day this week so far. Technical issues are being blamed. Time will tell. Parliament announces completion of requirements for legislation of the Industrial Investment Law. Foreign Minister arrives in Washington. Quote, Foreign Minister Fuad Hussein arrived in Washington today, Wednesday, to participate in the 2024 NATO summit. The moment the value goes up, where is the Iraqi dinar? Where is that exchange rate going internationally? Forex. It's going to the community that is starving for this currency. In doing so, the value will go up in what's called a float. Everything is done and they are waiting for a go. I am hearing the same thing from the banks and group leaders. Hearing the same thing from Iraq, and from military contacts over here. The same thing from all contacts. I will take as a positive. What's going on in Iraq is really good. Last month you see me talking about this month, about July. I said from now to July 8th you'll get some good news, and that's exactly what happened. You see every proof of possibility to revalue or reinstate. I think it's reinstatement more than revaluation. The IQD is not officially trading on the Forex right now because it's part of their punishment, but it's listed there because they had a pairing at one time, just like the Venezuela Bolivar. Once they've been paired before, even though they're in trouble and they might not be officially trading on the Forex, they're still listed as trading 1-to-1. That doesn't mean that's what's happening, it's like a placeholder. Think of it as a bookmarker. They're not officially trading at 1-to-1. A bookmarker, that's all it is. When the time comes and they start trading on the Forex again, they're already set up and can start trading right away. That's the same with all currency exchange websites. The central bank is probably telling people, exchange companies, if you don't do this, play by the rules, you're going to have a big problem. Those 1,200 entities that we're talking about going on strike got a reality check. Because could you imagine holding massive amounts of US dollars when you could be holding dinar and they change the value of the currency to show their purchasing power when they drop the 3 zeros? It's going to bring value. It's not a LOP like a lot of people keep thinking. It doesn't bring any value. A LOP is like a reverse split, it's silly. My bank friend said he heard in the rumor mill that we should revalue in country just above the dollar, then we will see the launch of the deletion of the zeros, and in a short time we should see the dinar on Forex. When it goes to Forex, the dinar will float, and probably close to a controlled float. This is nothing from the top, it's just the word around our banking friends, employees. We could be wrong, but we feel something close to this will happen. Frank. All rumors originate from a source of truth. It's just exaggerated after that, but all rumors originate from a source of truth. The second is the reluctance of the US to allow the currency reform process to move ahead, as the third phase of the strategic plan calls for and is supposed to have already begun. But can it really begin without this measure? It is already a week into July and still the US has not given its confirmation as to the support they will give for this next part of the phase. There is not really much going on in the currency reform process to indicate that the third phase has started. One solution, as we learned, was for the three-letter agencies to open the spigot and pour out the very good news about Iraq's stability. Folks, they are prepping for something really big in the very near future. They are trying to kickstart this third phase of the strategic plan. Two main issues concerning the monetary policy. The first issue is about the cash outside of the banking system. That the percentage of cash outside the banking system reached 91%. They already told us they have planned to retrieve this money. As investors in the dinar, part of the 91% also includes our dinars. They told us this money is desperately needed in the banks. But how will they get ours, as investors? So, the answer is, the CBI will have to revalue the dinar enough to a significant level to get us foreign investors to run to the bank and turn it in. Within Iraq, however, it is much different, and they only need to overcome the parallel market rate of the dollar, and these notes will come flowing back into the banks. This is also when they can begin the swap out to the newer lower denominations. R. Al-Saadi, a representative of the coordination framework, confirmed today, Thursday, that the 2024 budget will be returned to Parliament if it resumes its work. Al-Saadi told Al-Farad news agency, the 2024 budget tables will be returned to the House of Representatives to make minor amendments to them. He added, the matter will be completed once Parliament begins its work.